Hello and what is up, guys, and welcome back to another video from Screencasters. And today I'm finally going to be doing an update to my masked heroes on the channel. This is a deck I used to love playing. I love playing Dark Law. I love sitting on him and passing. Hope nothing bad happens to him. But yeah, this is an updated build. I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. It's a really fun deck in my opinion, but your opponent will definitely say otherwise. But yep, really fun deck. You can play Baguska in it. Why the hell not? If you don't open Dark Law, you can make Baguska, which is pretty good. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started with the deck profile. This starts the same way any other hero deck profile begins. It's with 3 Shadow Mist. I shouldn't really have to explain it. This card is like the life source of this deck. You want to see her. And if you're since you're playing Desires, you don't want to banish all 3 of her. So you want to do your Masked Hero shenanigans first, and then use your Pod Desires. But yeah, pretty good. Search the Mask Change. What else is there to say? Such as Honesty Neros when it hits the graveyard. Next up, we got 2 Vision Hero Vion. I would honestly say this guy should be a 3 of. You know, this guy's actually really good. People tend to forget how good Vion actually is. He dumped Shadow Mist. Pretty much that's it, but it's pretty good. He's also a dark target as well. Helps you go into Dark Law. You send Shadow Mist, search Honesty Neos as that honest protection effect. Make Dark Law on your opponent's turn, or make Dark Law on your turn. It doesn't really matter at that point. Set it back to the front and you'll be really good. It's a really good card. I like him. He's also searchable. You can send Shadow Mist to search another copy of himself. He's a really good card in general. We're also playing one Bubble Man. He's really only here to make Acid. That's pretty much it. He's good. You play a lot of monsters in this deck, though, in this build at least, so you don't really need to rely on the Bubble Man spam. You can't really do that anymore, especially with Link Summoning telling you to go fuck yourself. I mean, you can make him a Starboy if you want. If you want to go the Bubble Man spam route, you can make Miss Starboy, but I think that I tried that build and I didn't really like it too much, and I like this build a little bit more. Next up, we got 2 Honesty Neos. Self-explanatory. He's your honest. It's in his name. What else is there to say? Drop them from your hand during the damage step. Only drop them during damage step. I know you can do it before, but don't do that. Only scrubs do that. Do it during the damage step. You can discard them. Target a hero monster. Let it gain 2,500 specifically attack points. So Shadow Mist becomes 3,500. You can beat over Blue Eyes, and then Bubble Man gets to be 33. Kind of self-explanatory. And Dark Law, he gets to be 49, just slightly underneath that lightning. I mean, I guess that's where this comes in. If you think your hero is going to be attacked by lightning, you could drop this, but he's 100 points short, so he's still going to fucking die. We got 2 of this sexy beast. We got 2 Summoner Monk. I love this card. I don't love him at 3, though. I know he's just came to 3 at the ban list, but I would not play 3. He does clog a bit. You do play a lot of monsters in this build, so you're not going to be drawing too many of your spells as you used to, so he's not always live. Mainly, I don't want to open multiples, so 2 is very good. Then we play 2 Goblinberg. He's searchable with Rhoda. He's an Earth monster. You can mass change to him into Dion, which helps you OTK even quicker, as well as you can mass change to your Summoner Monk, which helps you go into Dark Law, which is pretty damn good. Next up for the Kaijus, we got 2 Gamma Silk, kind of self-explanatory. You can play more Kaijus if you want, but that does get a lot, does get main deck heavy. But Gamma Silk by himself is actually really good. Out any problem monsters, as long as it's not Ophion or Vanity's Fiend, those fucking cards that everybody keeps playing at my locals. But yeah, really good card. I don't need to explain it. Spot removal. Speaking of good cards and spot removal, we got 2 BLS. I'm really happy you came to 2 at the ban list. The reason you can actually play BLS in this build is because of Honesty Neos and your Ghost Ogres, and they go to the graveyard pretty easily. And you'll have so many darks in your graveyard. You have Shadow Mist, you keep dumping. You have the Vions you burn through. You have the Dead Dark Laws, banish them, summon BLS. 3,000 is a big beater, especially when it can attack twice and banish a monster on the field. So, not much to say about that. For last the monsters in this monster-heavy hero deck for some reason, because Bubble Man's a little bitch. We got 2 Ghost Ogre and 1 Maxi. Not much to say about him. I can't really afford Ghost Ashes. I'm not dropping like $70 or $90 each on a card that may or may not get reprinted and that may or may not get hit on the ban list. So since I'm a poor guy, I play poor guy things. So we got 2 Ghost Ogre and the Maxi as your quote-unquote budget Ash. Maxi is still pretty good. If I was playing Ghost Ash, I would still play Maxi, because Maxi is actually very good, especially going second, or if you have your Dark Law play. Having a Maxi, so if your opponent does overextend, you can draw some cards, it's pretty good. And Ghost Ogre, she's a light for BLS, which is pretty damn good. so not much to say about it. Ghost Ogre proves herself time and time again. For the spells, we got 3 hero libs. If you're playing a hero deck, I would play 3 of this card. It's really good if you're getting your ass kicked, top decking this. Go into Bubble Man, draw 2 cards. People never see that coming. They usually expect the Shadow Mist. But if you have no cards and you're literally top decking something like that Bubble Man, drawing 2 cards, and then, you know, sacking them with a Regeki or something. Really fun stuff. But the ideal reason you play this is to go first, summon Shadow Mist, search a mass change, make Dark Law, tell your opponent to go fuck himself, because a lot of decks do rely on the graveyard. Hero Lives help is pretty much your 1-card Dark Law, which is pretty good. We got 3 Emergency Call, searches your entire deck. It searches Honesty Neos too, which is something people hopefully know about, but mainly use this for Shadow Mist, and maybe Bubble Man if you have no monsters in your hand. For the mass changes, we got 3 mass change original, and 3 mass change second. Mass change second is there because of desires. If you do lose all of your mass changes, you pretty much lose. But it's pretty good. It helps turn any weak monster into a beefy mass change monster. You can turn Goblinberg into Dion, which is really good actually. It turns Summoner Monk into Dark Law. Really cool stuff you can do with that. You can turn Ghost Ogre if it's on your field into Koga, which is actually interesting. Yeah, pretty good card. I would play 3. You can try cutting it to 2, but maybe for the Solemn Warning or maybe some more hand traps or something. But I play 3 because not only do I want to open them and that they are searchable, but because I don't want to banish them off Desires and lose. And speaking of Desires and losing, we got 2 Pod Desires. Really, really good card. I only play 2. I don't play 3 because if I activate Desires and I draw into another one, that's not very good in my opinion. You know, I know you want to see it, but I don't want to see it enough that I would risk bricking to play it. The reason you play Desires is to get those extra 2 cards and hopefully build a big board. But the reason you play it is to draw hand traps, honestly. And then we got the 2 Cosmic Cyclone, self-explanatory. If you're going second, this is the card you want to see. If you're going first, Desires is the card you want to see. Honestly, you want to see Desires anytime you want. But Cosmic Cyclone is good for Magicians, good for 2 Dracos, really good card in my opinion. And last of the main deck spells, got 1 Rhoda, 1 Regeki, self-explanatory. Regeki, nuke a board, what is there to say about it? Rhoda, search Goblinberg for a rank 4 play to make Baguska, really good in my opinion. Search Shadow Mist if you have your dead mass changes, really good card. And last the main deck, we got 3 traps, 3 very special and important traps, 3 back to the front. The reason this card is so good is if you go first, you make your Dark Claw, use this to bring back the Shadow Mist on your opponent's turn during their end phase, and search the mass chain. It's actually really good and very good recovery in my opinion. Now on to the extra deck, we got 3 Dark Claw, this beautiful baby right here. I think it's a girl, I'm not sure. I think it's what happens to Shadow Mist. Anyway, lore out of the way. You play 3 Dark Claw because you do burn through them. I've always been an advocate of 2 Dark Claw, but because you play mass change 2s, you'll be burning through your Dark Claws, and you're pretty much playing a pseudo change OTK build, so yeah, kind of good. I like it. We're also playing 2 Enkies. In addition to that, not only can you mass change your Vions and your Shadow Mist into Dark Claw, you can also mass change 2 your Summoner Monks into Dark Claw. When he does destroys a monster by battle, you can search a mass change, so that's where the OTK kind of comes in. But yeah, really good card in my opinion. We got 1 Acid because Bubble Man's a little bitch. That's the only reason you play him, honestly, is because of Acid. It's really good. It's Harpy Feather Duster with no drawbacks, and lowers opponent's monster's attacks. Really good. We got 1 Diane. If you destroy some monster by battle, you can special summon a level 4 or lower hero monster from your deck. So ideally, you're going to be special summoning your Shadow Mist, search mass changing OTK from there. Well, kinda. Master Rule 4 kinda sucks, guys. Anyway, we got 1 Koga, mass change to your Neos. Well, just normal mass change Neos. You mass change to your Ghost Ogre to go into this. Although, I don't know why you're normal summoning your Ghost Ogre, but, you know, you do you. For the rank 4s, we got 1 Castel, 1 Tornado Dragon, standard spot removal, 1 Baguska, probably the best opening play this deck can do. I would argue it's kind of better than Dark Law, but Dark Law, when you make them, it does set up some plays, so Baguska is like a close second. And then last, the rank 4s, you got the Utopia Lightning package, because the extra deck space is pretty tight. Utopia Lightning does come up a lot, and honestly, I would still play it even in Master Rule 4, which is, you know, what I'm doing. So last of the extra deck, we got 2 very important cards. We got the 2 Decodes. The reason you play these guys is if you have too many monsters on the field, because that's such a problem, right? You make Decode, then you go to Shadow Mist Darklaw. Really cool stuff. Not much to say about it. You could try and put a Firewall in here, or maybe fit in a Gofu to fill up some zones and do that. But yeah, this is just the build that's been working for me lately. So yeah, that's it for the deck profile. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is my deck profile of heroes. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys got any comments or suggestions on how to make this deck better, I'd love to hear it in the comment section down below. It's a really fun build. I really like it. I know there are some things I can add to it to make it better. Like, you know, take out one of the Mass Change 2s for a Mass Charge. That's something I was considering. Maybe some Solemn cards to help going first, because that's kind of what this deck wants to do. There's a lot of cool things you can do with this deck, and I will be updating it in the upcoming formats, as I always do. It just takes a little bit more time, because Heroes is a deck that it already has its core structure, but once you add cards to it, it becomes a lot less consistent, and, you know, stuff like that. But I always test my decks out before I profile it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. As with all my real-life deck profiles, there'll be a large list of possible tech cards that you can try out for yourselves for the deck I'm profiling at the time. And for this deck profile, it'll be heroes, so please check those tech cards out and let me know what you think of them. Don't forget to like the video, comment the video, and subscribe to my channel, which is Screencasters, for more epic and amazing videos similar to this one.